2023 is right around the corner, and becoming a graphic designer or stepping foot to become a creative is at an all-time high. Graphic design is evolving in ways that are absolutely unimaginable, and there's a lot of people exploring the niche and trying to get into it. So without further ado, today I thought I would count down the top 6 productivity tools and gadgets that I use on a daily basis as a creative going into the year 2023. These are all devices and gadgets that I use on a daily basis, and it has honestly helped myself as a graphic designer more than you could even imagine. And without further ado, my name is Frostify, also known as Connor. I have been in the industry for about 5 to 6 years, and I have gotten the opportunity to work with loads of different brands in the creative space, which led me to make graphic design content. But without further ado, that's enough about me. Let's go ahead and get into the tools and gadgets for 2023. Coming in at the number 1 tool, it is going to be external hard drives, whether or not that's an SSD or an HDD. Both of these are fantastic options if you want to go ahead and store your work somewhere safe. I know me personally, I use WD Western Digital, I believe they're called, and I absolutely love this hard drive to pieces. This hard drive has 3.5 years worth of graphic work stored on it. It's 8 terabytes, and it honestly gets the job done. The reason why you want to have one of these is so that you could store your work safely and come back to reference it whenever you need it, whether or not it's a client coming back to get their work, or you just honestly digging up a project that you've been working on since, you know, '04 and wanting to continue it. And they're super affordable as well. Obviously, the solid state drives are going to be a little bit more pricey because they run faster, but an HDD will definitely get the job done if you are just storing projects and other miscellaneous work. Coming in at item number 2, it is actually going to be something that I use on a consistent basis to learn graphic design, and that is any graphic design book. Graphic design books are honestly phenomenal for understanding the psychology of graphic design and just basically learning anything related to graphics to begin with. Some of my favorites are Austin's series. Basically, we've got Keep Going, we've got Show Your Work, and then we also have a classic Steal Like an Artist. This book is absolutely fantastic. When it comes to reading graphic design books, I know a lot of people aren't really a big fan, but if you get a book that is more visual, such as this massive book, the How to Use Graphic Design to Sell Things, Explain Things, Make Things Look Better, Make People Laugh, Make People Cry, and every once in a while change the world. This book has a lot of phenomenal examples of visual graphic design and explaining key concepts. As you can see though, if you flip to any page that you want, it's got a lot of visual design that you can take a look at. I know one of my favorite things about that book is the fact that it dissects marketing campaigns and allows you to kind of understand how they work psychologically from an advertising standpoint. So I highly recommend any single graphic design book if you guys are getting into it, especially these little mini series. They are absolutely fantastic. Coming in at item number 3, it is actually going to be a whiteboard calendar. And I know you're probably thinking,
Frost, why don't I just get a normal calendar?
Let me tell you why. Whiteboard calendars are in your face constantly. You can interchange them out, you can erase them, you can change the month, you can add the months, you can do whatever you want with simply just one board. And the best part about it is it stays productive and you can interchange it whenever you want. It can literally hang up in your room and just tell you exactly what you need to do. I know personally for me, I use my whiteboard calendars to do things like write down deadlines, write down content stuff, write down Discord events, whatever the case is. Speaking of which, if you guys do want to go ahead and join my Discord, the link will be down below in the description. There's a lot of stuff to do in the Frostify design cord, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. And we rely heavily on getting graphic designers jobs and overall kind of, you know, teaching them stuff about graphic design. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go check it out. Link down below. But back to the main point, whiteboard calendars are absolutely fantastic for work and life balance as well. You don't only have to use it for graphic design projects. You can use it for, you know, day-to-day activities or whatever you really need to just get written down on paper so that you can make said things happen. Coming in at item number 4, this one's going to be a classic and it's absolutely free. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of these, but it is going to be productivity applications. Applications such as Notion, Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slides, any of those to help you overall organize your stuff is a game changer. Me personally, I use Notion to organize all of my client work, seeing what needs to be done, deadlines and stuff like that, and I use my sheets for all of my financing. How much money I've made, taxes, whatever the case is, that is where I go to kind of organize my stuff. And Notion is definitely a universal program. You don't necessarily need to use it for just client stuff. I know for a fact they have a built-in digital calendar. They have a built-in to-do list, which is also really helpful, and a bunch of other stuff that you can experiment with. I highly recommend a kind of, team collaborating software, or, an organizational software like Notion. It's very, very good and can be very, very necessary for running a graphic design business, especially since you have so much to keep track of. I mean, I know me personally, before I started using all these programs, I was definitely lost in the client organization world, but now I'm chilling, so. Coming in at the next item, it is going to be an absolute classic, blue light glasses. Now, me personally, I am absolutely blind, so I do have blue light built into my glasses. However, you can simply get blue light glasses just to get blue light glasses. There's a lot of glasses out there that just have blue light technology built into them. However, since I'm blind, I have the, vision fixing version plus blue light. Being able to have blue light protective glasses is very key when it comes to working on a computer for long hours, because you can definitely protect your eyes. If you are a creative and you find that all of a sudden when you go to bed, your eyes are absolutely blaring and they're red and they're itchy and they just overall suck, it's definitely because you're doing some blue light damage or something like that. I know there has been times when I have been looking at a screen and I just feel absolutely so exhausted because I have literally just been, looking at a screen without any protective gear. It disrupts my workflow, to be completely honest with you, because when you look at a screen for too long, it could definitely hurt your eyeballs to a certain extent, and it really is just an uncomfortable feeling. So for future reference, definitely make sure to get yourself some blue light glasses, because it will protect you with not only graphic designing, but if you are a gamer, it can protect you big time. Companies like Gamer Advantage and other companies that offer blue light technology are fantastic. Or you can go to your personal eyeglass, personnel and, request that you get some blue light in your blind glasses to begin with. I remember going in for the first time and being like, damn, I'm extremely blind. What can I do about this? And they could be like, we can fix you up and we can add blue light. And I was just like, wow. Coming in at item number 6, it is going to be a Pantone swatch book. Now, I personally do not own one of these, but I am going to. I ordered a few online and they are super cool. Pantone swatch books are absolutely perfect for finding color schemes and stuff like that. Obviously, you've got loads of different websites like Coolers, and there's loads of different applications you can use to find color palettes, but it definitely kind of hits different when you are viewing them in person, so you can kind of see how it will print in different kind of, rendering styles, whether it's CYMK or RGB. Pantone swatch books are absolutely amazing, and I know for a fact they're not only used for graphic design, but they can be used for graphic design purposes. And it's got a lot of different things on it. You can find out the hex codes, you can find out all sorts of different stuff from just simply looking at a swatch palette on the swatch book. And believe it or not, you can get them in loads of different shapes and sizes. You can get them in kind of a flip book format, or you can get them in a binder format. Is all honestly personal preference. But to be able to look at these colors on demand whenever you need to is definitely a help, especially if you are a graphic designer that is solely based on building up brands from nothing. But without further ado, guys, that is going to be my top 6 picks for productivity tools, gadgets, and other resources you can use as a graphic designer in the year 2023. I did make a video about this for tools in 2021, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that one out, I will go ahead and leave a little ID card thing right about here. Gadgets and tools are definitely a necessity for a graphic designer, so I will probably be continuing to make these types of videos for years to come. If you guys did in fact enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to join my graphic design Discord server for loads of different resources, assets, job opportunities, and more. But without further ado, this has been Frostify, and I will see you guys next Friday with a brand new YouTube video. And don't forget to reach out to me on Twitter if you have any questions. Peace out.